Hello, I'm back again. I'm filming this one a bit earlier because I just came to a realization. I just came to a realization that, yeah, my country is it's doing its thing again. So there's nothing I can do about it. Um, I just have to adapt and do the best I can with what I have in my hands. So yeah, let me tell you about what I did today. I wrote a newsletter post. I did some client work in the morning, basically doing some risk assessment for the project. Also generated the contract that I'm going to be serving her probably tomorrow, and she'll probably sign that contract as well. Just based on the fact that I'm probably gonna make this happen. And if I don't, like, it's totally my fault. Like, I have to make this happen. It's literally written in the fucking contract. Okay, so, and then I did two workflows. This is one of them. It's just a simple RAG agent that it's connected to a Supabase vector store that is basically controlling, okay, not controlling, but it's like it has a document in it, and the document is wait, can you even hear me? I always have to check. Okay, you can hear me. Fair. So the Supabase vector store has a document stored in it. It's a PDF of the SOPs in my business. So I've been chatting to this agent, and I can ask it like simple questions about like what I'm supposed to do when a certain situation comes. So I could ask it like, oh, what am I supposed to do when I need to generate a proposal, or what am I supposed to do when I need to work on this type of project, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I already tested it. It works, and it made me realize just how simple RAG actually is. And like, funny enough, the person I was learning from was Nick Sarayev. It was his video, and he was saying that the applications for RAG were like kind of not really like stupid, because he was explaining how context windows are getting bigger and bigger, and that's totally true. Like, the biggest context window I think right now, if I'm not mistaken, it's not Google. Google has a million, right? But the biggest one, it's probably something else, which is like a few million. So like, that's a huge number of tokens, and if you think about it, that's like way too much sometimes. But it allows the Google AI to do some really interesting stuff, and it's probably how they're also like scaling and providing their service to as many people as they possibly can. Because Google probably wants to win this AI race, and I understand that now. They've been behind, like, especially with the sort of like the search thing. I don't know how the fuck you can like create the first model for AI. So like, you create DeepMind, and then you like understand that there's potential for artificial super intelligence, and then you still like kind of lag behind, and you're like, oh no, if anyone develops AI, it's totally not going to eat up search, and then it ends up eating up search. Like, no one uses Google anymore. I feel like if you're using Google, then yeah, you're living in like 2016. Okay, so I wanted to do the I wanted to do a bit of the deep dive, and then I was gonna like post it on Substack, and then I was gonna do something, but I ended up working on something else, and you might be able to like see it here on the side. I was trying to learn how to scrape sort of HTML data and just get the actual body content, because I wanted to implement it into this third workflow that I was working on today. Well, it's actually, you recognize it because I've worked on it previously. So this one, it generates an X thread, right? But it has to generate it by reading a Google Doc, and I hate that because like, I have to manually update the Google Doc with the hook from my Substack article, which is so trash. Like, if I could just scrape Substack, clean up the content, and then get the hook, and then feed it into the AI model or AI agent, and then do the tweeting. All I have to basically control there is scheduling a time where it's going to get the link to the Substack, and that's actually doable for me because I always post my subjects like seven. Like I wrote that Substack 7 days ago, so I can always just put the link in the scheduler, which is nice because like the first node in here is the when executed by another workflow node. So like I can do that. The more I do things like these, the more I understand just how capable I am. I'll show you the other one I was working on. It's just the contract generator. I wanted to link it to OpenSign, but the HTTP request was giving me trouble. It wanted like so many parameters in the body, and like I couldn't figure out how to do it with the JSON. So I ended up just adding parameter after parameter after parameter, just to make sure that the file actually went through. And I think the file was going through, but it just wanted more parameters for some reason. And it was just so annoying that I ended up just leaving it out. But yeah, this workflow at the top here, it effectively just gets some fields, and you might see that this is when executed by another workflow, because I want to turn like most of my simple tools into actual tools that I can call in another workflow. So that's why I'm going to be using it as a tool. In my idea is to effectively just put it sort of like tell the agent that I want you to generate a contract for this person name with this person email. So I don't need this edit fields where that's being set, right? This doc ID is unnecessary. I could even like create a new doc, or like just put it in, or like just have the agent understand the context even before. So yeah, it copies the document, which is the template for the contract, and then it updates it with the name of the client, and then it updates it with the date as well, and then it downloads the file as a Google as a PDF, and then it uploads it to Google Drive again, so that I can download it and put it up in OpenSign like by myself, which I already did, and I could show you, but I don't want to. So effectively, I'm going to be using OpenSign, and I could like automate the sending of the contract to me and to them. So in OpenSign, there's this cool thing where you can say that you can like set an order for contract signing. So the contract's already in there, and it needs me to sign it. So after I sign it, it immediately goes out to her, and I'm going to be doing that probably tomorrow. So yeah, as I said, very exciting. Yeah, just got another notification. Load reduction starts in like 15 minutes or something. I actually came in like 8 minutes ago. I mean, this is my country, gotta love your country. So yeah, that's basically what I did today. I was going to do some end of day learning. I guess I'm just gonna have to do it in another form, like through reading, which is fine too, because I love reading. And yeah, this is something I was gonna do probably later on, but I ended up just doing it now because I'm probably just gonna like have no electricity. And this is also like another reason why I wanted to leave, because I know that this area that I'm living in currently, it's like kind of being targeted by the government, because there's quite a lot of dodgy electricity behavior here, and I can attest to that because like I know for a fact, I know this for a fact. It's part of the reason why like when I say gotta love my country, I genuinely mean that. I genuinely love my country because like I was able to grow up with electricity, even though electricity is like super expensive, but I was able to have it for relatively free, even though technically it's kind of like a bad thing. But I mean, without this kind of access, I probably wouldn't have had the types of learnings and experiences that I've had so far. So I'm genuinely grateful. Yeah, I do genuinely love my country. So even though there's like quite a bit of like progress to be made when it comes to like service delivery, but I mean, progress is progress, like everyone makes it. I think I've been yapping for 10 minutes. I don't know what else to say. Actually, no, I do. So yesterday I came to a realization, and it was like so I was watching a video and someone was saying how like his process of getting clients was all about getting them to pay you, and then that's but they only pay after signing a contract. So I understood at that moment, holy shit, I haven't even like had her sign the contract, but she's already paid me. What does that mean for the actual like service delivery? Because like in the case of the first model, the service delivery goes to the person who's like providing the service. So that's why they always like mark up the price, because it's always like a portion. I think Nick was like saying he sets his at like 80% profit margin. So 20% of the total cost would be like up to him to fulfill. So it kind of made me understand that I didn't know enough, right? So I panicked for like maybe 30 seconds, and then I breathed a bit, and then I understood. No, she knew what was happening. She knew that we hadn't signed a contract yet. She's waiting for the contract, and then I can still kind of get the situation to go in the right direction, whereby I am not in control of setting up all these systems. Like I can just walk her through it. I can have her set up all the applications. Okay, not the applications, but I can have her set up all the APIs and just give me the API tokens and give me access to the systems that she set up. That way she has like the total control, and I'm just someone who's like working with her or working for her, because at the end of the day it's her systems. And yeah, so basically after realizing that, I kind of like stopped panicking. And like that's a funny thing about this. It's like you can just panic about anything, but like panicking doesn't help. It's stupid. Just think clearly, okay, as clear as you can at that moment, and then just understand that some things cannot be changed. Like the past cannot be changed, but the future can certainly be influenced, which is why you should like try to control the inputs as much as possible. Just like control how much, quality inputs as well. It's not just about just any input, it's just about the quality input, the input that will get you the most leverage. That's why I made this, because this is going to get me the most leverage. That's why I keep making workflows, because I understand that as an automation specialist, the more workflows I have, like especially with the paired with the fact that I make them myself, and I don't just make from someone else's thing. I just add something on to make it my own. Like that is going to help me learn and understand this even more, because like now I have a ton of workflows, like over 20, because like that's just how long I've been in this game. And if I'm building a workflow per day for like the whole year, there'll be hundreds of these, and that's kind of an exciting prospect for me. Very exciting. Can't wait to build, can't wait to make cool things happen. I will see you tomorrow. Well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll post 2 videos, because like as I said, like the electricity situation is kind of, it is what it is, kind of trash. But goodbye, and see you tomorrow.